Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Today we're gonna talk about staying out of trouble. Um, Speaking about staying out of trouble, there are a lot of famous stories in the history. But today I'm gonna talk about my experiences about staying out of trouble. Um, First of all, you want to know how to stay out of trouble. Um, the way I want to say is don't get mad, get glad anytime, wherever, whenever. Try not to get mad. Okay, this example was when I was in a homeless shelter. Sometimes Boston homeless shelter can be really crowded. Someone's gonna get kicked out during the evening. So, or at night. So, a lot of women, this way, a lot of women got raped, got injected heroin, all those things happen. So, women, they're nice, decent shelters. There's only very few of them. To get a bed from that shelter is not an easy thing at all. So those women would play some tricks to kick people out. So one night, I got a bed. Well, an old nurse, she went to that homeless shelter because of drug abuse or medication abuse. Put it this way. And she ended up in that shelter that night. I got it bad and she didn't. She was so bitter about that. She hated that. So she came up to me and said, "Do you have a boyfriend?" This is just a starter. And if you say no, she will say, "Oh, you're so good looking. Why don't you have a boyfriend?" Blah, blah, blah. If you say yes, she will say, "I like that boy too. I'm gonna go get that boy." And it's just endless stuff that she can make you mad. And eventually, as long as you snap, she will say, "You know what? I really cannot do much. You want to beat me up? Come up, come up, come up." And I saw several girls just because of this little talks end up getting kicked out of the shelter. And then someone else is gonna get a bed. Someone else might not be that person who started the fights, might be her friend, and her friend would do the favor back. Because that way, it was just like a random talk and went bad. Wouldn't see, I didn't get you bad. You got yourself kicked out. It happened all the time. Another example, oh my gosh, I have so many examples about these things. How I survived. There were so many people, so many times people would just come up to pick fights with me, and if only I snap, I'm sure it wouldn't be good. I'll probably get beat up and die there or something. And you look at those homeless shelters, especially when those time fentanyl and those drugs were infesting those shelters, you can just see those people who died. Actually, among the women's shelter is white girls and the bikers. That year when I first got to Boston University lost their two bikers. They were both white. Those are, especially the white people, when they're in a new environment, they're not scared. That's why they're even more likely to get into trouble. And I don't know whether you saw the movie Friends. Phoebe was getting married, and then her dad supposed to come out of jail to walk her down the aisle. So he was gonna get out of jail, and Phoebe one day crying came out to say she just have to wait till she's just about getting out of jail to stab somebody. See, someone didn't want him to get out of jail, so get him mad and set him up. It happens all the time, in prison, in homeless shelter, and in real life. So what I'm telling you is this: in this real world, you don't know what people's intentions are. Don't get yourself into that situation. And if you get yourself into that situation, defend yourself and run away fast. Don't get into trouble. Okay, that's what I want to say about staying out of trouble today. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye-bye.